Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving you my Capricorn June 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Anyway, first thing up is, as far as June goes, the Sun will be in Gemini from the 1st until the 21st. So the 6th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on health, work, employment, the daily routine, an aunt, an uncle, even service rendered, also even worry in some cases. Now, and also hygiene as well. Now, given that this is Gemini energy, this could be done with a lot of spirited, animated, and vivacious energy, but in some cases too, this could shine a light, so to speak, on Gemini health issues, such as something with the lungs, the arms, or the hands, and could even be an eye issue in some cases because the Sun moves the left or the right eye depending on gender. It could be like a Gemini type thing, double vision issue, or something where you have one eye moving a lot more rapidly than the other, perhaps, or just a mercurial eye issue that kind of comes and goes. So anyway, next thing up, as far as June goes, the Sun will be in Cancer from the 21st until the 30th. So the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time. There could be a strong concentration of energy and focus and attention on relationships, others in general, partnerships, collaborating with others on projects. That could be also, this could be about the grandmother, open adversaries, lawsuits, legalities, negotiation, compromise, the significant other, and marriage as well. Now, given that this is Cancerian energy, this could be done with a lot of nurturing and sympathetic energy, done with a lot of emotional, strong emotions, also with a lot of care as well. And given that this is, and also too, looking at this now, in some cases this could shine the light, so to speak, on a Cancerian open adversary. It may be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or one that embodies Cancerian characteristics. Now, in some cases too, this adversary, if there is some light shine on it, so to speak, some cases this could be a dominant male in a person's life, an authority figure. And again, it could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or one that embodies Cancerian traits. This could also be putting the spotlight, so to speak, on a temperamental and very moody significant other, a marriage partner, or someone you're in a close friendship with. So anyway, next thing up, there will be a new moon in Gemini on June 3rd, so the 6th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, in some cases, now especially if this is making an inconjunct aspect to your Ascendant in your chart, this could be a new Gemini health-related issue. It could be something with the hands, the arms, or something with the lungs in some cases. This could also be the start, in some cases, the beginning of a Gemini-type employment. It could be something with writing, journalism, data communications, satellite communications, something connected with doing something that requires a lot of dexterity, such as auto, refrigeration, HVAC, mechanical work. It could be doing anything that could be Gemini related. It could be something where you just simply where there's more multitasking and versatility involved. It could also be in some cases where you might rekindle a connection with a Gemini aunt or uncle. It could be a Gemini Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Gemini traits. And also about maybe starting perhaps more diversification in your daily routine, and maybe you might start a variety of services rendered. And it could also about beginning to write something that could be, it could just be something where you start writing a writing assignment which is tied into your employment. And also, it could be a new Gemini woman that might play a provocative role in your daily routine or your health life or even your employment. It could be a Gemini Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or one that embodies Gemini traits. So anyway, well, the next thing up is there will be a full moon in Sagittarius on June 17th, so the 12th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now at this time, now in some cases this could be about a Sagittarius hidden adversary might be revealed at this time. It could be a Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Sagittarius traits. This could be about the ending or some completion or culmination of philanthropic giving to those less fortunate, such as the impoverished, the oppressor, the homeless, or maybe something Sagittarius related that you did in solitude and seclusion. It could have been something sports related or something with the law. Maybe you were involved in some target practicing or just doing something Sagittarius that was something enjoyable, but it maybe that you just decided to end it. It could also be, in some isolated cases, a clandestine an affair, but with the Sagittarius may come to an end. It could be a Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant person, or one that embodies Sagittarius traits. Now, in isolated cases, this could be about a Sagittarius-like mental illness might be revealed or unveiled, like hyperactivity in some cases. Now, it could also be a time where you might simply become tired, exasperated, full of overly reckless, foolhardy, over-optimistic, over-exuberant, perhaps somebody prominent in your private life. It could be an aunt or an uncle or anybody that could be 12th house related. It could have been somebody that you were helping that was less fortunate than others. And also too, could be about a philosophical outlook or philosophy that might have been attributed to self-undoing might come to an end at this time. Anyway, next thing up, Mercury will be in Gemini as far as June goes, from the 1st until the 4th, so the 6th house will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, it might be a time where you might be talking about manifold variety of things in your daily routine. Your mind might be a little bit more restless than usual in terms of in your work, your employment. You might be thinking about doing more of a variety of things at your job. In some cases too. Now this could be, Mercury is also connected with siblings. This could be about Gemini, sun, moon, or ascendant siblings, or simply ones that embody Gemini traits. Might figure more prominently in your work life, your employment, your daily routine at this time, even service rendered. And also too, you might find yourself speaking with more diction and eloquence with people in your daily routine, and also having a greater command of the English language. And also you might be dealing with inquisitive neighbors that might want to know a little bit about your 6th house matters, about your health, your employment, maybe a connection you might have with an aunt or an uncle at this time. And they just, Gemini energy can be very nosy and inquisitive, and you might be darting from one subject to another, maybe in your communications with an aunt, an uncle, someone prominent in your daily routine. And also it might be inquisitive energy with neighbors, perhaps connected with your health or your hygiene as well. Anyway, next thing up, Mercury will be in Cancer as far as June goes, from the 4th until the 26th. So the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now at this time, this could be about dealing with emotional communications, perhaps with open adversaries. It could be with legal opponents, maybe attorneys as well, maybe with a significant other. You might be more sensitive to criticism and ridicule in matters with a significant other, a marriage partner, a grandmother even. And also, again, this Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be Cancer, sun, moon, or ascendant siblings, or simply ones that embody Cancer traits that might figure more just maybe in projects you're collaborating on with others. It could be more dealings with lawsuits or legalities at this time, with open enemies, perhaps negotiations. It could also be about maybe communicating about perhaps a family business you may want to start, or with a family business partner. And also too, this could be about perhaps just a lot of contemplative energy and 7th house matters at this time, such as marriage, partnership situations, doing things with others. So Anyway, and also too, this could be about lamenting or ruminating over past hurts that are connected with seventh house matters. It could be with maybe a significant other or a lawsuit or legal matters, and also maybe some dealings you had with open adversaries. And it could be also about talking about perhaps home introverted type competition, and there could be also mentally challenging. It could be doing something like playing Tetris or Haiku or chess. It could be anyway, basically it could be cerebral family competition is what that could is how that could manifest. So anyway, next thing up, Mercury will be in Leo as far as June goes from the 26th until the 30th, so the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, you might find yourself in some cases dominating conversations, perhaps with a sexual partner, someone you're in an intimate connection with, a person you're in a shared resources situation with. You might also find yourself boasting and bragging about 8th house matters, such as perhaps maybe how you dealt with a crisis or made a major transformation, or maybe something of an astrological, supernatural, occult, maybe achievement that you have. Again, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Leo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Leo traits. They might figure more prominently maybe in a crisis situation, or dealing with shared resources situation, maybe loans, or maybe even in some cases too, it could be maybe issues with just really ones that are very maybe it could be psychological in some cases, or anything that could be 8th house related, taxes, insurance. Maybe they a lot of it in terms of whether they're more beneficial or to your detriment as far as that goes could be dependent, predicated on aspects as next points in your chart. A positive aspect to Jupiter, sextile trine to Jupiter, could be very auspicious in those matters. As an example, you might find yourself too talking about leaving a Leo-like legacy at this time, such as one that could be very proud, very dignified person with a lot of fortitude and courage, someone that's very magnanimous and generous. So anyway, well, and also too, you might be dealing with a lot of like know-it-all type neighbors that might feel like they can tell you maybe what to do in terms of making a major change or transformation, maybe your sex life in some isolated instances too. So those are some ways that this can manifest. So anyway, last but not least, Venus will be in Taurus as far as June goes, from the 1st until the 9th, so the 5th house will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, this could be about a lot of conservative spending regarding a gambling matter, or something with speculation or an investment. It could also manifest in a Taurus relationship. It could be a Taurus Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or one that embodies Taurus characteristics. It could be somebody that you might get involved with a superficial fling with, or some creative interest, something you have fun, amusement, or enjoyment with. And also this could manifest in valuing trustworthiness, steadfastness, persistence, patience, and perseverance in your love life with matters with children. Anything, and maybe even attaining persistence and patience, maybe in attaining greater personal popularity. Also about perhaps the enjoyment of Taurus type creative endeavors at this time as well. It could also be about perhaps the love of Taurus sports, such as something connected with endurance, such as working out vigorously or long distance running. And also the enjoyment may perhaps being very methodical and systematic, again, in attaining personal popularity. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my Capricorn June 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be giving you my Capricorn June 2019 horoscope forecast, part 2 of 2. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.